Hey guys, it's Billy coming at you here with a video that's probably going to be a little longer than usual. Normally I would try to keep them quick. This one's probably going to, I'm hoping I can keep it under 20 minutes, but trust me, it's going to be worth it. You guys are going to enjoy seeing this stuff. Uh, so 2 days ago, I went out, yeah, today is Wednesday, July 4th. Happy 4th of July to everybody, by the way. Um, but Monday, I uh, was able to go out and stop by a buddy of mine who I went to school with all the way from kindergarten through high school. We graduated high school together. Super guy. Um, he had gotten a hold of me a couple of months ago about his wanting to move some of his cassettes. He has a killer rock and roll and well, it's basically everything. It's not just rock and metal, but he has a killer rock and metal cassette collection as well as CDs. He doesn't have a whole lot of LPs, um, but he's one of those guys that saved everything from his childhood and took great care of all of his stuff. So a couple of months ago, he had gotten a hold of me, said that he was wanting to get rid of some of this stuff, and he knew I would appreciate it more than anybody. So I had first dibs. Essentially, probably not even going to get rid of it to anybody else, but see if I was interested. So we talked back and forth. His only day off was Monday. Well, Sundays and Mondays, and my Sundays are crazy, usually with baseball. So we've been going back and forth trying to find a day that we could do it, and finally, last Monday, just a couple days ago, was the first opportunity we had to get together so I could get out to his house and take a look at all these cassettes. So what you guys are about to see is what I walked away with, which was 200 cassettes from his collection of probably 2,000 or more cassettes. Just absolutely great stuff. Super guy. Gave me an unbelievable deal on these, and I'm so happy to have these in my collection. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm going to blaze right through these guys. Some of these I will spend a little bit more time on, but this first group that I'm going to show you, I'm going to have to break this up. I'm not going to show you all 200 cassettes here. I'm just going to show you what I did is I came home and I inventoried everything into Discogs immediately. So I spent the majority of Monday evening doing all of that, putting 200 cassettes into Discogs and finding out exactly which pressings they were. Because some of this stuff I got, I'll be honest with you, I was not aware exactly what it was. I mean, I may have been familiar with it, or it may have been just a metal band, let's say a death metal band that I wasn't familiar with. I still went ahead and picked it up anyway because I knew odds are if I didn't know who it was pretty rare, and it would have a little bit of value and something that I would want to have in the collection. So there were a few of those. So this first batch that I'm going to show you here is what I'd like to call the highlights of this. Out of the 200, there were 85 that had a pretty significant value to them. The other ones were just, your standard $10 or less cassettes. So that's the bulk of the ones that I'll probably split up into another couple videos. But we're going to jump into this one right now. So starting off here with original AC/DC Back in Black. And I'm not going to go through all these, but, standard white cassette. So there's Back in Black. This was one I wasn't familiar with. Asphyx. That is Crush the Cenotaph. A lot of Anthrax. Some of these were, you guys have probably heard me talk about one of my favorite record stores back in the day, Tunes Limited. These were purchased from Tunes. A lot of these, you can see the Tunes Limited. He paid $4 for it back in the day. So he shopped at the same record store I shopped at, which is great. A lot of these came from the same place. I want to get some new cases for some of these. The cases are a little bit scratched up from just sitting on top of each other. But there's your Anthrax Armed and Dangerous there. Fistful of Metal. And these, and unless I say otherwise, these are all original. That's a Megaforce original there. stoked to see this SOD on Combat, or no, Carolina. Yeah, Megaforce Caroline. So there you go. See if we can see that there. There you go. There's I'm the Man. Persistence of Time. This was a nice one. Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill, original. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to order some of these, because like this case has a little crack, but the cassette and the J card inside is nice. So I'm going to get some of these if I can order them. You guys maybe can help me out here. I'm going to get some with the black, the standard black, and then I'm going to get some with the clear. So that way I can have them on hand just in case I need to upgrade any of those. Now we'll get into some of the Music Club, the BMG Music Club, Sabbath, Paranoid. Here's Master of Reality. And these apparently, these club tapes were hard to find. They have a little value to them. We sold our soul for rock and roll. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Nice one here, Heaven and Hell. Tear, don't see that one very often. And this one, don't see either. Dehumanizer, stoked to get that. Here's one of those that I was not very familiar with, but I picked it up anyway, and I'm so glad I did. Carnivore. This is one of those that I'll spend a little bit more time. So that one was very nice. This one I was excited to see. First Danzig, original. Thrall, Demon Sweat Live. And some Glenn Danzig there. I would have thought this one would have had a little bit more value to it, but it was I don't know, around that $10 range. This one was nice. Leprosy by Death. Don't see that one very often. It is on the Combat. Yeah, so there we go. Let you see that there. If it'll focus. Yeah. And then another. This is the Best of Death. A little Ultraviolence by Death Angel. I was stoked to find that one. Like I said, this guy had some great stuff. This one was a really, really nice one. I just picked it up just because it was Dr. Dre, The Chronic, and it turns out it's an original BMG or, yeah, BMG Direct pressing there, or whatever you want to call it, release. And it has, it's pretty highly sought after, so I was stoked to find that. Here is Entombed. There are a couple Entombed here. This one is Crawl. And this one is Stranger Aeons or Eons. Whatever you, there's kind of cool. Bonded by Blood, Exodus. And this is Combat manufacturer. There were a lot of those that had the important records, so I don't know if it was imports or what, but you can see it there, and you can also see it on the label as well. There were a handful of those that were kind of in that same vein. Here's some Guar. This is Scum Dogs of the Universe. Needs a case case replacement, but you know, everything's nice other than the cracked case, scratched up case. Got a instant Maiden collection here. So here's Maiden, Killers, Made in Japan, Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind. This is Seventh Son. Get the glare off there. There we go. Whoa. About lost a big stack of them here. Trying to stack them in this box, so as soon as I'm done, I can put them away. No Prayer for the Dying. A real live one, which I have the real dead one in another stack as well, but it wasn't up there. So King Diamond, Abigail. Listened to that yesterday. So that's for Andy Borders there. I send that out. A little shout out to Andy. Conspiracy. And The Eye. There's some Creator. This is Coma of Souls. And this is Live Death. It's a live comp of, you've got Suffocation, I can't even read that. It's all Exorder, Cancer, but just doing some live stuff on there. Kind of cool. I love that cover too. This I was pumped to see. Megadeth. Killing Is My Business on, this is the original, that's a Combat and CRC, Columbia Records Club. Again, just nice as can be, good stuff. Just gonna replace the cases on that. Peace Sells. So Far So Good, So What. Got a little Rust in Peace. And one of my favorites, Euthanasia. Then this, I'm gonna show it anyway. He told me this is how he bought it in this clear case. Come to find out, it actually did have a J card with it. But this is, I got it anyway, especially for the price I got these for. There was no way I was just gonna leave it there. I doubt I'll ever find a J card for this, but this is the Music for Nations, Metallica, Jump in the Fire. So, you know, for less than a couple bucks, I was not gonna leave that. Then we ended up getting Creeping Death. There you go. Kill 'Em All. Ride the Lightning. Nice Garage Days. Stoked to see these. Misfits, Walk Among Us. I'll let you see these. Earth AD. Like I said, these are all originals. This is on the Plan 9. I don't know if this is Plan 9 Caroline or just Plan 9. I think it's just Plan 9. And then Legacy Brutality. Again. Nice, nice, nice stuff here. This is, excuse me, this is another one of those that I was not familiar with, but didn't want to leave it. Morpheus Descends, Ritual of Infinity. This was kind of cool. 9 Inch Nails, Downward Spiral with the slipcase. Oh, turn it this way. There we go. Of course, that has Hurt and Hurt on it, which is nice. Here's some Obituary. What's that? World Demise? Yeah, World Demise. There's a couple Obituary things in here. This one is The End Complete. And then bunch, like I say, Instant Overkill collection. Feel the Fire. If you guys hear any crazy noises coming from over there, it's my son is home. It's 4th of July. He's playing whatever video game these kids are playing these days. Fart Night or whatever the hell you call it. And he gets crazy sometimes. So he'll just scream out of nowhere. Here is Taking Over. Under the Influence. I even asked him, I told him hey, I'm going to be making some videos here, so if you could just try and keep it down, but that'll never happen. Here's Years of Decay. Horoscope. And WFO. So now the dogs are going to go crazy, so why not? Let's just have the friggin' trifecta here. Here is the 10 Commandments. This is a limited edition. Apparently, I don't know how many numbers of these were made, but it even says on Discogs that it was released in a limited edition. There is the cassette there. Moving right along here. This was another one that I was not familiar with, but just cool cover. Possessed. Is that 7 churches on Combat? So, there we go. Primus. Sailing the Seas of Cheese. There we go. And then Pork Soda. That one needs a case replaced there. Rage Against the Machine. He had, this is the Evil Empire. He had the other one. I can't remember. I don't know if it's self-titled or whatever, but there was no cassette in the case, and we couldn't find it, so couldn't get that. Or would have had both of those. This one was another one that I was not familiar with, but just on the cover alone, I wasn't going to leave it. It's Repulsion, Horrified. That is killer, absolutely killer. Released on Relapse Records. Let's see if that'll focus for you there. He paid $4 for it, again at Tunes. Rush, Roll the Bones. We are finishing up here, trying to get it in under 20. I doubt it though. There's some Samhain Initium. This is on just the standard Plan 9. I don't think it's Plan 9 Caroline. This is the original. Yep. And then Descent. There we go. Another shout out to Andy over at Andy's Vinyl Den. This is Sanctuary Refuge Denied. I know he talks about that one quite a bit. This is Sepultura. I believe this is their first 2. It's like the EP, and includes the rare Bestial Devastation EP, previously unavailable. So you got Morbid Visions and Bestial Devastation. So that one was nice to get. There were a handful of Sepultura things in here. Schizophrenia. Beneath the Remains. And Arise. Alright, sorry about that. I had to stop the video. My wife came down, and as you guys know, I'm not going to be filming a video with her standing here. So let's get back to it. Let me pick up where I left off. Hopefully we can blaze through this real quick. So here's a Slayer, Show No Mercy. This is features additional track. So anyway, pretty cool. There you go. There you have it. Also have Rain and Blood. And again, that's an original. You can see where he had paid $4 for that as well. Another one I was not familiar with, Suffocation. Turn it there so we get the glare off of it. Some Suicidal Tendencies. Tool, again, J card and cassette are nice enough. I just need to get a replacement for this super cloudy case. So there's a Tool Undertow. Gosh, another shout out to Andy Borders. Man, this is like an Andy Borders shout out video here. Vengeance, the Human Sacrifice. And I think Scott Waters actually, they're just reissuing that, I believe. Venom, Welcome to Hell. Cool. Nice one. And last but not least, Venom, Calm Before the Storm. So there you have it, guys. That is the collection. That's actually it's 85 of the 200 cassettes. The other stuff is really, really killer stuff as well, but this stuff here is where the majority of the value was at, that was in that collection, and stuff that you just don't see all the time. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for the next one. I may have to split the next one up into 2 parts, because there, like I said, there's 115, but I just may blaze through those just like I did with these. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. As always, take care. Peace.